nothing special about the kids being active in the process of understanding their behavior. Obviously children are young, so they don't always understand the impact of the choices they make or the decisions they make. So the physical piece to having to place the smiley face, or if they're not doing so great at that time, if they're going to use the unhappy face, or if we can work to kind of end the day in a better place, that those elements, being able to physically touch, I think is another way to help them understand like what you're doing, what you're saying. You don't get it in the moment, but whenever we have to actually make the choice to go and put something on the board, I think helps drive that home a little bit for them. I also think there's something powerful about the gap between maybe when they make a good choice or a bad choice, that leaves room for dialogue in the action, right? The action of placing something on the board, that is. So in the moment, we want to correct the behavior, or at least we think we do. But if we say, okay, we're going to go make this, we need to go put something on the board right now. So now we're having a conversation about why. So anyways, it's a really great tool to facilitate those conversations, as well as help the kids be active and understanding their behavior.
She was very interested in what they were doing, the smiley faces. It actually encouraged her to make good choices, because she would talk about, I'm doing it, Mommy, I'm doing it too. And it was very easy to then incorporate her after she had watched her two older siblings for a little while, that we were able to just include her as part of it. She was able to level up to the older siblings.
Yeah, it's something that we can reference in conversation. So let's say she's making not the best choice, right? We're not talking about something critical, but it's not the best choice. We can reference the choices board even though we don't have it, and it's kind of a humorous way to kind of say, okay, that would be an unhappy face right there, and then of course it kind of lightens the mood, but we're also able to course correct. I think something that's also great is because our kids have such a great relationship with each other right now, Audrey's also able to speak into the lives of the other children too. And so if something's unhappy, if they're going to make an unhappy face, or there's the frowny face, or if there's a happy face, Audrey's able to help reinforce the happy faces or encourage them to make better choices in the moment. Like, hey, if we don't change this, we can hear them upstairs talking to you, right? So if we don't change this, then we might, you might get an unhappy face, so we don't want to end the day like that, right? So it's really great to have Audrey's older sister look out for them in that way, and she becomes the third voice in the family for the younger two. I think there's something interesting about getting outside your own way of thinking, and everybody needs different tools and systems. And for a lot of folks out there, they don't have any system, and so you need to try something. And this has been a great thing for our family to try. We've had systems for those out there that maybe you have some great systems and ways of doing things, or maybe you've learned it, or maybe it's something that's more kind of in your family. We had some frameworks that we work within, but adding something different to the mix helps you think about what kids need, what they need today. I think for us that's invaluable. Getting outside of your own mind, getting outside of your own experiences and trying something new adds another layer where we're building the type of behaviors we want alongside our children versus just prescribing it to them.
Focusing on positive reinforcement with the choices board really helped me, and the kids responded much more positively to positive reinforcement than just negative. We would comment on the bad behaviors, but this also helped to comment on the good behaviors and make sure that they were receiving a reward for their good choices and good behaviors.
Make good choices.